Blues family. How you doing?
Good. You guys got a show here in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow night. You guys all prepped up and excited about the upcoming show?
Definitely. We've been down in Florida for about a we've got a day off today, but we've done 9 shows in the last 10 days, which was pretty good for us. We're all a little bit tired after that little run, but with a good day off, tomorrow should be a great show. It's a fun run. We've played there many times before, and it's a great stop, a beautiful place, beautiful part of the country, and usually we have a really, excited crowd, and we're pumped for it.
How has this tour been so far? I know it hasn't been that long just yet, but how has it gone?
Well, actually, we've been out since May. We started our kind of late spring tour in May, and we kind of smushed the spring, summer, and fall tours all together. So with only a week or two off in the last 6 months, we've been having a great time. The crowds are being enthusiastic, even though the economic downturn and all that stuff. I think because we kind of keep our ticket prices relatively low, we've had a lot of people coming out and just getting down and having fun.
Has 20-something years caught up with you guys, or are you guys already kind of like set for another 20 years?
In a lot of ways, we don't really think about it. I mean, we were high school friends when we started, and we just kind of continued that brotherhood on the road. It doesn't, it doesn't really feel like 20 years to us. So I think it's, we're in it for the long haul. We still have a lot of fun on stage, and we each get a turn writing the set list. So everybody gets a chance to kind of shape the show to their song preferences, and that keeps it interesting. And we're always pushing ourselves to try new styles and learn different cover songs and stuff, just to kind of keep the show interesting for us as well. If it's interesting for us, then hopefully it'll be interesting for the crowd. We've just got a great group of fans out there. People that have been with us for the whole 20 years we've been doing it, and some people have just jumped on board recently, and they're totally loyal, and we like to give them the best show that we can, and they give right back to us a lot of energy. So we're in it for a long time. After
this tour, what are your plans? Are you guys planning to release another album, or just kind of finally relaxing? Because I thought the tour was brief, but as you said, I mean, a 2-week break. Are you guys going to take some needed vacation?
Yeah, I think we're gonna take the rest of the year off. A possibility for a New Year's Eve show, but we haven't booked one yet. And I think we're just gonna take it easy. John's gonna do some writing with an old friend of ours from New York. His name's John O'Manson. So he's gonna put together a little project with John O'Manson. And a lot of us are family guys, so we're just gonna spend time with our families at home. And it's good to kind of recharge. You get off the road for a few months, and you recharge. Get some writing done, and then when we all come back together in early spring, we'll have a bunch of new ideas, and possibly we'll do a little writing session. And if that's fruitful, we'll pick that into the studio, sooner than later. But we've got plans. We've got dates already booked for next summer. We're doing a bunch of the festivals next year. Lollapalooza, ACL, Bonnaroo, and Jazz Fest. So, it looks like the summer's shaping up for next year. So we'll probably be taking off until maybe March or so, and then just hit the road again.
So, after doing the last album, North Hollywood Shootout, you guys have any ideas about maybe even getting another celebrity to speak on the album after having Bruce Willis do his fill?
That was so cool. We loved having Bruce on the record. I mean, it was just kind of excuse me. It's surreal seeing him just kind of riffing during spoken word over this kind of jam that we'd set up. I think it's great having guest appearances on records, and people do it all the time. And I think we had Greg Allman on our second record, playing on a song called Mountain Cry. And, we've had a bunch of, really great keyboard players before we had a keyboard player in the band. We had Chuck Leavell playing on songs like Run Around, and
And although it seems like you guys, like you said, are all ready to finally get on a vacation after this tour wraps up, I've seen you guys plenty of times on David Letterman. So, any expectations that you guys might play at one of his shows again?
We'd love that. We'd love playing on the Late Show or Late Night with David Letterman. And we've had a good relationship with Paul too, and he's actually played on some of our records as well. So, it just, it kind of coincides with when you have an album out that you're pushing, and, but the relationships we've developed over whatever it is, 20 years, certainly, I think we've played it maybe 15, 20 times, which is, I hope that relationship continues. But it's really when you put out a record and you have something, a single to put out, that's when you kind of go for the TV shows. But yeah, he's always been very helpful in our career, and we thank him for it.
Yeah, I noticed recently, I read about how you guys are giving away tickets to the troops, a free download of your single, Forever Owed, which obviously pays respect to them. So how exactly did that come about?
Well, we've always been, very conscious about, what the guys over there, guys and girls, are doing over there, and, we appreciate it so much. We've done a couple of USO tours over, in the Middle East, as well as we did a couple in, one in overseas in Japan, and then one in Eastern Europe. We played Sarajevo, Bosnia, and we've done a bunch of gigs, Turkey, and we played the big Air Force base in Germany, Ramstein, where troops that are wounded are brought to kind of triage at Ramstein, and it's a real eye opener when you get to meet these brave guys and guys and girls that are basically 18 to 25, most of them, and they're putting their lives in harm's way to protect America, and it's such a special feeling when you can go and just give a little bit back by saying thank you so much, and giving them a little concert, and so that it was kind of born out of that, where John did a USO tour over in Iraq, and he came back just wanting to write a song for these guys. So we put it on the record, and then we've always said if there's anybody that wants to come to a show that is by the military, how great would it be to have them have the best seats in the house, maybe sit on stage or meet us after the show, and so then we just thought to tie in with the single and to with the free download to offer tickets, and I'll tell you, a bunch of servicemen and women have come out to the shows, and it's just so great seeing these people that have given so much for us, and just to give a little bit back. So we're proud of being able to do just a small part to give back to them.
All right, well, hey, that's about it. Just one question I'm kind of curious to know. I actually heard in an interview that John was thinking about doing something with hip-hop. How's that going to happen?
Well, John's he can fit in with pretty much anyone, just because of his instrument. With the harmonica, it's like a guitar. You can sit in with a bunch of different groups, and he's been doing that ever since we started in New York back in '87. He'd always be sitting in with different bands and sitting in on records and stuff. And so I think we were approached by a couple different projects that were kind of hip hop based, and we're like, sure, we'll do anything, as long as it's musically interesting. And so yeah, definitely keep your ears open for that. There's nothing set in stone now, but we're always open to it, and we've had a lot of interest, so that could be coming up soon.
All right, well, sounds great. Look forward to checking out the show tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Brandon.
Okay.